is Evan here from Evan Sports Corner, and I'm back with another video here on the channel. Today, I'm going to be doing a video about the MLB draft, a little draft recap, but mostly talking about the Rangers drafting future MLB star Jack Leiter. Let's go. I think Jack Leiter will be a stud, best pitcher in the draft, it looks like right now. They took him with the number 2 overall pick in yesterday's draft. I am so excited. I think Jack Leiter is going to be a stud. But before we hop into the video, remember to leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you are new so you will not miss more sports content like this, and let's hop right into the video. So, in the MLB draft, I'm mainly going to be talking about the top 10 in the MLB draft, and it was a stacked top 10. I think there were a lot of good players, a lot of good high school players. Number 1 overall pick, the Pirates went out and got themselves a stud catcher, Henry Davis, out of Louisville. Henry Davis is one of the best hitters in the draft, elite catcher. Henry Davis looks like an absolute stud. Number 2, my Texas Rangers take Jack Leiter out of Vanderbilt, the best pitcher in college baseball. Absolute stud. I love Jack Leiter. I think he will be a phenomenal pitcher for the Texas Rangers. His dad was an MLB pitcher, and I think Jack Leiter is going to be better than his dad ever was. Jack Leiter was incredible in college. He put up great numbers. He led his team to the College World Series. This kid's phenomenal. I think the Rangers got themselves a stud. I mean, Jack Leiter will be a guy who can be a franchise cornerstone for them. I mean, you're looking at some of their future pitchers. You might have a starting rotation of Dane Dunning, Jack Leiter, and Colby Allard here in a few years. Those will be your top 3, maybe. But I think Jack Leiter is a phenomenal pick by the Texas Rangers. And as a Rangers fan, I'm very excited. There were rumors of us drafting like a Jordan Lawler or a Marcelo Mayer, which they would have been fine. But I think that drafting a good starting pitcher is important. Obviously, the Rangers have a horrendous pitching staff right now, so I'm glad that they did that. Let's go, Rangers. I'm so happy Jack Leiter is on the squad. At the number 3 overall pick, Jackson Jobe was drafted, another high school kid. The Detroit Tigers got themselves a stud. I think Jackson Jobe is a good pitcher. I think that he will be good in Detroit. He's a young pitcher pairing alongside Casey Mize in that rotation. I mean, Detroit continues to be in the top 5, and, might as well get yourself a stud. Tigers might have a young core of Spencer Torkelson, last year's number 1 overall pick, Casey Mize, the 2018 number 1 overall pick, and Jackson Jobe. This team might be scary in a few years. The number 4 overall pick, the Boston Red Sox got Marcelo Mayer. Absolute stud of a hitter out of California, high school kid, absolute beast. I think Marcelo Mayer is a really good baseball player. And a lot of people had this kid going number 1. Pirates took Henry Davis though, but yeah, Marcelo Mayer looks really, really good, and I think that he will be a beast for the Red Sox. And obviously, you get that Xander Bogaerts replacement. At number 5, interesting pick by the Baltimore Orioles. They took Colton Cowser, an outfielder. I think Colton Cowser is a pretty solid player. I mean, obviously, he's a top 5 pick in the draft. And obviously, the Orioles have a lot of issues. They're a terrible team, and they don't have many franchise cornerstones. Maybe Colton Cowser can, help solidify that outfield for the Orioles, and he'll be a good outfielder for them in the future. Next up, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks, who took Jordan Lawler. Absolute stud. Some people thought this kid was going to go number 2 to the Texas Rangers. Beast out of Jesuit. His stats were insane. I thought he might have gone to the Rangers. It was between him, Jack Leiter, in my opinion. And he's really good. You can't go wrong with him. The kid hit over 400 last year, was the district MVP in a very competitive district. And he might be the best shortstop in the draft. We'll see. But he's an absolute stud out of high school, and I think that they got themselves a stud. And then the Kansas City Royals took Mazi Cotto, a left-handed pitcher. He's another high school kid, and he's going to be really good. At the number 7 overall pick, good to get a good left-handed pitcher in there. You got to get the more arms. Danny Duffy's probably getting shipped off soon anyway, so you might as well replace him with another left-handed arm. And then at the number 8 overall pick, the Colorado Rockies take an outfielder, Benny Montgomery. Benny Montgomery is really, really good. I think Benny Montgomery is a really good outfielder. Maybe he'll be your Charlie Blackmon replacement. Charlie Blackmon's really declining out there in the outfield, so he'll be a guy who can come in, and he'll be probably the new Charlie Blackmon, maybe even better. Charlie Blackmon in his prime was an absolute beast. Next up, we got Sam Backman. Sam Backman is a stud. I think Sam Backman will be a phenomenal pitcher. The Angels have a really good team right now. They have some good players. Mike Trout will be coming back eventually. Have Shohei Ohtani, who's a stud. Might as well keep drafting those studs in the draft. The Angels, maybe they'll be a competitive team in the next couple years. We'll see. This team is looking loaded. And at number 10, potentially the steal of the draft, the New York Mets got themselves Kumar Rocker, the other Vanderbilt superstar. Kumar Rocker's a really good pitcher, and at one point, him and Jack Leiter were considered the top 2 prospects in the draft. Rocker's draft stock has slid, though, in the recent months. Performances haven't been great at times, and, his velocity's dropped. So, I don't know. Kumar Rocker, I think it's a good pick by the Mets. You know, they already have a pretty solid pitching staff. Taijuan Walker, Jacob deGrom, of course. So, adding another arm is a good pick by the Mets. So, that's what I think of the top 10. I think the top 10, there are a lot of good players, a lot of high schoolers. That's kind of the way it is these days. Get the high school kids out there in the draft, top 10. And I think that this was a really good draft. I think a lot of these guys are going to turn into superstars. And very happy that the Rangers got Jack Leiter. In my video about a week ago, I said that they were going to take Jack Leiter, and they did. And I'm very happy about that. I think Jack Leiter will be a phenomenal arm for years to come. And yeah, I mean, Jack Leiter, obviously very experienced. Threw a no-hitter in college. So yeah, I hope he can translate to the pros well. And we'll see if the Rangers can become a good team in a few years. It's been like 5 years of missing the playoffs. So hopefully Jack Leiter will be another good step towards contention for the Texas Rangers. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to leave a like if you enjoy the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, so you will not miss more sports content like this. Comment down below, who did your favorite team get in the draft? Are you happy about it? And also tell me what you think of the Jack Leiter pick by the Texas Rangers. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.